The search for extraterrestrial life might begin with something as simple as a single stone. Picture yourself walking along a secluded beach, where the waves whisper secrets and the shore is littered with countless stones, each one holding a mystery of its own. Among these naturally formed millions of stones, one catches your eye. It stands out, shining brighter and shaped more intriguingly than the rest. It makes you wonder, is this just another natural stone, or could it be something artificial? For over 5 years, scientists have been pondering a similar question about an object discovered not on a beach, but in the vastness of space. It all started in Hawaii. Perched 3,000 meters above sea level, atop the Haleakala volcano, lies an observatory equipped with the Pan-STARRS telescope. One of its primary tasks is to identify celestial objects passing close to Earth. On October 19, 2017, the telescope detected something unusual, a fast-moving object. Interestingly, this object wasn't spotted before it approached Earth, but only days after it had already passed. Why? Because it was moving incredibly fast. So fast, in fact, that scientists concluded it couldn't possibly belong to our solar system. This was a historic moment. For the first time, an interstellar object had been detected. They named it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning scout, messenger, or pathfinder. At first, scientists classified it as a comet, but within a week it was reclassified as an asteroid. Yet, its bizarre features led some to speculate it might not be natural at all. This wasn't idle conjecture from conspiracy theorists. Even Avi Loeb, a theoretical physics professor at Harvard, suggested in a scientific paper that Oumuamua's peculiar acceleration could be explained if it were an artificial object, perhaps a form of extraterrestrial technology. Such bold ideas felt straight out of science fiction. In fact, Arthur C. Clarke's 1973 novel, Rendezvous with Rama, tells a similar tale. In the book, astronomers discover a mysterious object they initially believed to be an asteroid. Upon closer examination, they find it's an alien spacecraft shaped like a giant cylinder. The parallels between Clarke's fiction and the discovery of Oumuamua are striking. But unlike the fictional astronauts who could investigate Rama, our observations of Oumuamua were limited to a brief window of about 45 days using Earth-based telescopes. What we learned during that time was intriguing. Oumuamua appeared reddish in color, with a density resembling metal, and it rotated every 7.5 to 8 hours. Based on its brightness variations, scientists estimated its dimensions to be roughly 80 meters wide and 800 meters long, a shape resembling a slender cigar or pencil. But the most puzzling feature was its increasing speed. In our solar system, comets can accelerate when gases are released due to solar heating, a process that creates their characteristic tails. However, Oumuamua showed no such activity. It lacked a tail, leaving scientists to rule out the possibility of it being a typical comet. If it wasn't a comet, could it have been an asteroid? Not quite. Asteroids don't accelerate on their own, and their brightness typically varies within a 1:3 ratio, not the dramatic 1:10 fluctuation observed with Oumuamua. Moreover, the object's hyperbolic trajectory indicated it wasn't gravitationally bound to our solar system. It came from somewhere else, traveled at astonishing speed, and left us just as quickly. In November 2018, a paper proposed that Oumuamua's acceleration could be explained by solar radiation pressure acting on a thin, sail-like structure. If true, this would make Oumuamua a kind of light sail, similar to the ones humanity has begun to develop for interstellar exploration. Projects like Icaros and Breakthrough Starshot have already demonstrated the feasibility of such technology. So, what does this all mean? Was Oumuamua a naturally occurring phenomenon, or could it have been a relic of an advanced alien civilization? If such civilizations exist, it's plausible they might send probes, just as we've sent Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, out into the cosmos. Perhaps Oumuamua was one such probe, silently observing before continuing its journey. Efforts to detect signals from Oumuamua, such as those by the Breakthrough Listen project, yielded no results. It was utterly silent. This leaves us with two possibilities. Either it was communicating using methods beyond our comprehension, or it wasn't an alien spacecraft at all. Today, Oumuamua is gone, and its true nature remains a mystery. Most scientists lean toward the idea that it was a rare but natural interstellar object. Yet, the possibility of it being artificial hasn't been definitively disproven. One thing is certain. Oumuamua is the first interstellar visitor we've ever observed. A true pathfinder, much like its name suggests. It's like finding a strange stone on a beach. If you've watched this far, please don't forget to subscribe.